for our evaluation week on beams, our 2-year-olds, we're gonna be starting with forward walks, and we're gonna make sure that their arms are in second, so airplane arms. So we're gonna walk forward, airplane arms, all the way to the end, and we're gonna jump, ta-da's, off the beam. Okay, and we're gonna come around and we're gonna do the same thing, and return and do the same thing on the blue. So this is a return station, so you don't really need to be there to spot it. You're mostly watching this bar. They can go on the bigger beam too. Our next one is our backwards walks in airplane arms. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna turn around. We're gonna turn around and ta-da, jumps off. Perfect. And then our next one are our lateral steps. So these are our crab walks where we open and shut our arms and our legs. We're gonna ta-da, jump off. And then what we're doing on this side is now we're gonna go to the blue beam and we're gonna face the window again so that then our other leg is doing leading work. Nice crab arms. All right, and then our next one is marching forward. So we are going to be looking for that knee to come up at least, you know, maybe not that high. We're trying to get to a 90 degree. If it comes up and resembles a good march, a great way to get them to do this one is to have them stomp on pretend things. Can you stomp on the mat? Smash it. And then our next and last one is our jumps. So we're gonna have our hands on our hips and we're just gonna do little tiny jumps all the way forward. Jump, 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 and ta-da, off, and ta-da. For 2-year-olds on our first flow bar is we're jumping up to front support. So we have a mat here that they can use because they're littler. For these purposes, I don't have it. So with our 2-year-olds, we want to place our hands on either side of this mat. We're instilling that good position where we're not having our hands too close, that we're having them shoulder width apart. You could stand up. Okay, and to spot this one, to help them out, we're just gonna hold their hips, and we're gonna say 3, 2, 1, and jump up, and we're gonna help guide their hips up and hold them. If they're here, you can kind of start letting off a little bit and make sure they are holding themselves up. If they're not holding themselves up, do not let go, and come back down. Good. Other low bar is our barrel swing. So what 2-year-olds are gonna do is you're gonna place the back of their thighs on the mat. Okay? And we're gonna hold on to the bar, and all we're doing here is pushing forward and pulling back. To help them out, again, we just hold their hips. Please be a 2-year-old. I know, but be a 2-year-old, they wouldn't. And we're just working on pushing our hips and pulling back, pushing our hips and pulling back. This is all we're doing with our 2s. They can have their legs apart or together. If they're looking like this is easy, maybe encourage them, can you squeeze those legs together? Next one, our high bar. We're gonna have this stacked up so 2-year-olds can actually reach, but we're gonna hold on to the bar, and all we're doing is bringing our legs forward and back to start a swing. Okay, so we're gonna go forward, back. I know, you're too big. Forward, back. So our legs just go back and forth to start a swing. There we go. Thanks for being little. Perfect. On our rings, this is not a station that we are checking. It's more of just a fun one. They can stack up these blocks to make a tower. And then what they're going to be doing is holding in tuck. Nope. Do exactly as I say. Hold, swing, and we're gonna swing and knock over the tower. Okay, so we're bringing our legs up to tuck and knocking. All right, for our 2-year-olds, we are going toes to bar. We have this little seat they can sit on if they need it. If they can do it without it, we knock it out of the way. And we're just going to go and bring our toes up, and we're going to kick these little things, or we have these monkeys that we can grab and pull down. So we got to go up high to grab them and pull them down. And go up high and grab them and pull them down. If we're not, let's try it without this mat, because I think this is too easy for you. So it's too easy. We're now here. And again, we can kick the pom-pom. Bring those toes up, and to support this, we just hold their back and bring their toes up. We're gonna be like this, and up with your toes. Okay, let's pull the monkey down. Grab our 2-year-old bar. Here we are working on an inverted climb. So we're gonna hold onto the bar to support them. We just hold their back, and they're gonna push their feet on the mat and walk up as far as they can. you feel that they're secure and they're not gonna let go, we can kind of put our hands away and we're just gonna hold it here and come down. Good job. Our two Ps on our vault jumps. So we are working on a squat and a step. So they're gonna squat down before they get into the hoop. They're gonna grab, before you get into the hoop, they're gonna grab a flower. They're gonna stand up and step into the hoop. Stand up, step into the hoop. Squat, pick another flower, stand up, and go. So each hoop, they're squatting, picking a flower, standing up, and stepping. Okay, and then all the way over here, all the way through, we're gonna now come up to our dots and jump onto the block. And now we're gonna jump down to our, and into dots, and now put our flowers in the vase. Okay. Our donkey kicks to be able to swing our booties to the other dots. So we're gonna start here, and our hands go, and we're gonna push that red block, and we're gonna do big jumps so that we don't knock over our Mr. Lammy, okay? So we're gonna jump with 2 feet, and we're gonna jump, to guide these ones, if they're not swinging their behinds, is that we're gonna grab them by the hips and jump, and just place them onto the dot. And say, okay, can you do that by yourself? Perfect, beautiful, jump right over Mr. Lammy. We're gonna go hands to the sky, because we always start big. And now we're gonna go hands to toes, tuck your chin, and go. And we are rolling down. Okay, for our 2-year-olds, we are starting in straddle roll. So it is basically the same thing as a forward roll, but we start in a straddle position. So that means our feet are apart, and we're same thing, our hands go up high, now down low, tuck your chin and go. Good job. All right, for our 2-year-olds, we're gonna start with our backs against the mat, push that booty, and we're gonna put our hands on either side of the shark, and we're gonna push our hands so hard that our heads don't get to the shark, because we don't want the shark to eat our heads. So now we're just gonna guide them by putting their hand underneath their belly and walk those feet up. You just go up as much as far as they're comfortable. Most 2-year-olds will end in kind of that L shape. And we're gonna hold it 3, 2, 1, and come down. Great job not letting the shark eat your head. We're gonna start in a sitting position, and we're gonna have them squeeze that block with their feet, okay? And we're just gonna roll backwards, and then our feet come up, and at this point, they'll hand this one to their mom, and now you gotta go get another one. Go get another block. Okay, roll it back to me, can I get it? Good job, excellent.